All right. Hey guys. How's it going? Welcome to another GA Tuesday with the Pilot Club. I'm your host. Who am I? Hold on. So I tried to play it off like I knew what was going on. So actually, I have been over here trying to get things set up. Still loading the sim and loading a couple tools. But you guys are hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys coming. Appreciate you showing some love. We are flying with the Pilot Club tonight. This is Tuesday. This event is called the Great Divide. We're going to spend some time in on the West Coast, and we're going to traverse a big mountain peak and whatnot. All right. Sorry. Let me go ahead and try and get my life together here. All right, let's see if the app will load, because I had to close it out. Let me see if it's going to load proper like. Let's see what happens. All right, looks like I had to stop it because I'm using NVIDIA's NVIDIA Broadcast. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast. There's a couple of caveats with that thing. One is that for me, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I have to have the app not just running, but I have to have it open before I open OBS, which is weird. So every time I open OBS, it's like the camera's busy. Your camera doesn't work, and when I tried to load it up the first time, it wasn't loading, so I had to reboot the machine. Blah 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 blah. Yakety smackety. All right, you guys aren't here for my technical issues. So we've got I'm trying to, as I'm over here yapping, I'm trying to figure out how to, let me see here. So there's something that I launched today, but I'm trying to find a link to it. So there's this guides at tabletopandroid.com. So there's these guides that I've been working on. Curtis C46 Commando. And I finally launched the first one. So this is the first official one. This is the Curtis C46 Commando, and there is a PDF guide that you can go ahead and get. Here is why you should be flying the C46 Commando, what's inside of this guide, and your weight to get it. So there is a command, Go Commando. If you want to get a link to it, link to this particular website. It'll ask you for your name and email address, and then it'll send you a link to the PDF. Now, I am excited about this because I want it to be a good product. Right now, I think it's an okay product, but I can do better. There's my idea of what should be in a guide, and then there's the community's idea. So what is the best thing for the community? I'd like to produce a product that is of high quality, so that, you know, people will find it useful. So currently I've got, let me see here. I've got a couple things in there. Actually, I wonder if I can I should be able to. Sorry, I'm trying to remember some links here. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. Let me find this. All right, almost there. Almost there, guys. What I'm looking for is a direct link to the sites. The only problem is now that I'm in a different mode, my sidebar isn't what I thought it was. Marketing, automation, media storage. Okay. All right, so here's a quick preview of what the PDF looks like. So the wife was like, "Hey, you can do better with like a decent cover." So I'll have to look into that. And actually, one of the things I forgot to do, is I like to do the index, the bookmarks, and I have not done any bookmarks. So that's not cool. So we have a nice little diagram of said aircraft. And then we start talking about the checklist. So there's the before engine start. We have what's going on in a pilot's window, the instrument panel, all that stuff. The start engine, a lot of the stuff you can get from the in-game, the in-sim checklist, and actually the PDF that is available from the developers. Where I think my things comes into play. So we have this raw data section, and this is me using little nav maps and the performance. I can create my own performance profile using the performance section. I actually did not put anything in there. That was my bad. I have to actually put some data in there, but I put some observations of the add-on and some mapping, some hardware mapping. So one of the things that really gets me, really grinds my gears, is that the developers don't give you a good list of what variables.
Want to be healthy, this is a starter. Drink more water.
Drink more water. What's up, Andrew? Wait, is that Andrew? I'm so used to it being Andrew. I changed up my thing, so I actually don't know who that was. Yeah, so it was Andrew. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, buddy boy? Let me go ahead and grab some sparkling water. Delicious. Welcome aboard, sir. Good to have you. Yeah, so here are some hardware, some variables that you can use. Some Sync Connect and LVAR and B events that you can connect to sync up with your hardware. So this took a lot of, I'm using Spadnex, so kind of had to do a lot of trial and error. So it's not a complete list, but it is something to get us started. And I'm hoping that the community will help me build this or make this better. So there's some camera definitions, and I show you where they are in your directory. So these, if you know what to do with these, then you'll be very happy to know that I've given you a little preview. All right, so because we did this release, this is the plane that we're going to be flying tonight. So let's make good on it. Let me eat dinner. Copy that. I actually just finished eating dinner myself. Womp, womp, womp. All right, so let's see if I still have the plane loaded. That would suck if I didn't. You know what? I do have it loaded. It did this last time. I did a search for Commando and it didn't pop up. I was like, that was weird. Let me see what happens if I do Curtis. Yeah, see? Because Commando's not there. Curtis and the other one is. All right, sounds like a plan. So, question now is, what do I have loaded? All right, let's see, because I have a registration number for it. The question is, what is that registration number? The fleet is growing very, very big. So this is 72, 6 Yankee 72. 72. All right, so let's go ahead and get that all worked out. 6272. All right, today is 08. Let's make sure that it took. Since you're ignoring YT, I am ignoring YT. I don't really have a great. I've got Botrix, which is what I'm using. Sorry, Andrew, that I'm not paying attention to YouTube. So I'm multi-streaming. I'm streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. I haven't figured out a way to keep the YouTube chats visible. I think I need to put some more time into it. So Botrix has a a widget that you can put into OBS, but for some odd reason, the widget only shows the chat for like a couple seconds and then it disappears. And I'm like, I need it to be more persistent because I'm, you know, there's no way that I'm looking at the chat immediately as it happens. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. I'll have to put some more time into it. All right, so let's go with this one. Let's go here. All right, where are we flying? I think it's KMEV. Yeah, Midden Tahoe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get that loaded in. Just do what I do and use a third device for chat only. So how do you look at both your Twitch chat and your YouTube chat? You have the third device looking at both chats? Or should I have another device looking at just YouTube chats? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know if I have any more screens. Screens available. All right, let's get rid of Volanta so when we have that to show. All right, so we're gonna try and do some planning here. We're gonna try and figure things out. Let me just get myself together as to what is what, my friend. So let's take a look at the flight. Let's take a look at the flight plan that the group is using. That might be helpful. Let me see it. Today's 8th. It is the Great Divide. Let's go ahead and click on that routing. And this is roughly the plan that we are going to be using today. All right, we're going to throw it on here. And then we're going to also, as soon as we get our bearings, we're going to go ahead and also do it on, ooh, actually, no, I don't think I can do it in SimBrief. I don't have a profile for this plane yet. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Nah, I don't do YouTube, but I have my laptop open on Twitch and my iPad open on, what's TT? Yeah, what is TT? Oh, TikTok. Gotcha. All right, so the route that we are picking today is hopefully we're going to get to Kingsburg. We're going to make our way to... no, actually, we're going to make our way to Phillips. Yeah, so we're going to do that. All right, so the idea here is we have these I believe it's the Sierra. The Sierra, look, you guys know my geography is not that great. So we have a mountain range that's over here, and we are hitting that mountain range. We're crossing over 10,800 feet is the highest obstacle in this cell, so we're going to need to figure out a way to clear it. Now, it is possible that we can get through this valley here. Starts off at like 7,000 over here. It looks like it's 6,000 somewhere around this area. 6,000. So it looks like it gets, you know, smaller and smaller. Then we have like 3,500. So I think we should be able to go through the valley. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's try and. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the head tracker. I need to get familiar with this plane. I haven't flown this plane in a minute. All right, let me check out SPAD next and see if I have the right profile. Right now, the profile it's showing is the Piper and not the Curtiss Commando. Let me see if my aircraft, yeah, I don't have that. First time I'm running this profile. All right, sounds good. Let's see if we have everything. So I remember one of the toughest parts for me was figuring out how to manage the fuel. Truth be told, I have not used it since. I've not done anything with it since, so we're gonna try and do our best. All right, there goes that bad boy. The Curtis C-46 Commando. All right, so that's the airplane that we're using. We're going back over here. So we're gonna try and hit up this town. We're gonna skip this one because it's not named, and we're gonna get to Pacific. And then once we finally get out of Pacific, hopefully we'll be able to see, I don't know if it's Placerville or Placerville. But things should be good over there. All right, and then once we get there, I do know that we're trying to make our way over here and see these factories. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see them, but you know, that's a thing. So it's 20 nautical miles up until that point. We're gonna go ahead and do a touch and go at Sacramento Executive Airport. And then once we're done with that one, we're gonna make our way over to Iselton. And I do remember that we're gonna try and hit up this this bridge over here. We have Antioch and Brentwood, and there is a dam over here. So that black line right there represents a dam. We're gonna try and hit that up. As I said, you'll do the weather. All right, copy that. Appreciate you, Andrew, doing the weather. All right, so we have this as a waypoint, but we're not going to try and land there. Just want to make sure that we can see this airport in between Livermore and Pleasanton. All right, now we're in this class Bravo. So let's go ahead and check out this class Bravo. Looks like an absolute mess. There's so many things going on. What we're trying to do is get into this flyway area, and hopefully that'll be good for us. All right, now looking at that, I do recall. Let me see if I can find it. One of the guys that actually flies in this space, had mentioned something. That was interesting. So let's see what we can do here. So this is, I don't think I've seen the METAR read as, yeah, the wind is less than 3 knots, also calm, gusting 12. So this is a METAR report. Where the wind is calm and gusting at 12. That is wild. This one reads calm but gusting 12 from the north. Still weird. Your situation might read something like variable winds gusting at 12. Yeah. All right. So one of the guys did mention is here. This is what I wanted to make note of. So we are landing at SQL, and he was saying it's typical you would call SQL at Coyote, which is VPCOY. So let's see if we can find VPCOY. Or right over here. Now I'm not sure if we would. I guess I think I was trying to use the flyway, but right over here, Coyote Hill. Is this Coyote Hill? That might be Coyote Hill. So let's go ahead and say that, because we're still trying to stay in there. Let's say over here. So once we get over to here, I'm not sure we'll be able to see it, but hopefully we'll be able to see it. And then I do know that the cement plant is another reference. So basically, make your call to San Carlos from Coyote Hills, and then the cement plant will be something that we take a look at, that we keep an eye out for. And it did say that most of the time, actually we can see here in this flyway chart, this was pretty neat. It gave you roughly the pattern, the departure pattern. So San Carlos, usually when people are departing, this is like what, 3? I was trying to see if I can figure out what bearing that is, but I can't. Let me see if the other guy, runway 36 and 18. So in theory, this is 36 is this way, 18 is this way. So it looks like when people are departing, they're then making a crosswind turn after the cement plant. So if we come in, we might have to do downwind and then base on 18. So we might expect runway 18 to be available since they are typically departing. I guess that might be the wind that might be something that we'll have to consider with the wind. So we'll see. All right. So that's the rough idea for this flight, guys.
Andrew Friable Logic 51 says men of 5 still alive through the raging glow.
Oh.
Gone insane from the pain that they surely know.
So we're back to that, huh, Andrew? All right, so we got 7:25 my time, 5 minutes before we open it up to the guys in Discord. Indeed. All right, and we're not doing anything wild. I'm wondering, am I using this? No, I think I'm still going to try and use this. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can do a new flight. All right, so I do want to get Sacramento executives information up here. So here is the airports. Give me the charts. Looking for the taxi. All right, got it in there. Can I move this to the center? No. That would be nice if I could reorder, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice? Maybe this will let me do it? Oh, it does let me do it. Oh. No, it only lets me delete. Dagnabbit. Sync current flight. I don't know what that means. I don't think I understand, but it's fine. It's fine. We have the 3 airports. That's really all that matters right now. All right, so I don't even know what the weather looks like, guys. Do you know what the weather looks like? I have not had a chance. So let's take a look and see how crazy things are. All right, let's grab our path. All right, here's roughly our path. Things are looking, observation-wise, things are looking decent. Already open. Nah. I'm doing the, oh, you're talking about the Discord. Got it. Mm-hmm. Not going against you. I'm looking for the weather for myself. You'll still do the briefing for the group, but for myself, I need to know what I'm doing. All right, let's take a look at the ceiling and visibility. Okay, so there's stuff happening on the outside. So as we get in closer, let's see what happens around 1. Let's see if any of that, it looks like it's moving inwards. So I'm thinking things are going to get really hairy. Things might get hairy as I get closer. Yeah, but right now, so let me see what's happening here. The blue is moderate, so we got moderate VFR. Then we have limited. We have mixed in with like IFR conditions. So this is a very interesting. So we definitely have IFR as a airmid that's happening. SIG below, I guess is visibility below 10 miles. I don't know what SIG is, but this is visibility below 3 statured miles. PCNP, BRB. I don't know what the other ones is, but FG is probably fog, which is pretty common in this space. So we have what we have is a lot of clouds. We have a lot of clouds, so we should be very careful when we get to this area. So if anything, we might need to do some sort of IFR approach. And truth be told, I don't know how to do IFR in this plane. I haven't practiced it, so we'll see. We will see. All right, let's take a look at the clouds. We've got overcast 300. Here we go. 300 feet. Broken at 600 feet. Broken at 800 feet. So pretty low clouds happening. All right, let's see if there's any rain. This right here is a slight chance of rain that's coming in. That's fine. I believe this is fog, patchy fog. All right. I don't think I have to worry. Yeah, we don't have to worry about thunderstorms or that didn't happen. Temperature. Ooh, very hot on the ground over here. So where the mountain is, there seems to be a little cool. Then once you get into the valley, it's very hot. About 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Oh wait, is that deeper than that? It looks like this one, and it looks like it jumps right into the 35. So right here on the, so this right here is when we do our touch and go here. That might be a little, we need to be very cautious when we do our touch and go here. All right, not too concerned about turbulence. This particular plane is a little heavier than normal. And I don't think we need to worry about icing. All right, I think we're good. I think we have a decent idea as to what's going on. So let's jump into the Discord here. Pilots, I'll be handling the briefing. It's Andrew. Oh, nope, I'm still deafened. It's Andrew, Fiber Logic, and Steven. What's up, guys?
What up? Welcome in.
What's up?
I didn't even hear Steven come in.
Yeah, I joined the voice chat here, and my plane immediately started yelling at me because it wants me to trim down.
Hey, what's up, Brad? How's it going?
Brad?
How's it going? How's it going?
$10.
What was you $10?
Yeah, Andrew, who owes you $10? All right.
Surge with the magical card.
You, Mark. We said it at the same time.
Oh, I was not aware that we were playing that game. Okay. All right, so I think we have a plan. Do we have a plan yet, guys? No, we don't. I don't know about a plan. I need to get familiar with what's going on here with the scene. So let's go ahead and hit this out again. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna try and make our way down to Phillips. We're gonna hit up Kyrgyzstan, I don't know what that is. Pacific, Placerville, Placerville. And then we're gonna make our way to the factories over here. We have Sacramento Executive. Oh yes, and then we're making our way to
What's up, Chris?
Alton.
Hey, Mark.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Doing great.
There goes the Antioch Bridge. We're gonna go through there and make our way to the dam at Vacaros Reservoir. We're gonna make our way to the reservoir. Sounds fancier. All right, gonna make our way there, and then we're gonna make our way somewhere like right around here. And then here goes Coyote Hills. Let me see. If I zoom in, it should. Nope. I thought it would change to the TAC chart. Yeah, okay, so it did change to the TAC chart, but this TAC chart seems pretty tacky. So I think this is the Coyote Hill here. So we're gonna try and stay over there. Then we got the cement. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're looking okay. All right, so let's check out and see what's happening in the world of VAT Spy. Let's see if we have any coverage currently. It looks like some of the guys might be on, but it looks like they might not be on. So here's SQL. And I don't think we have any coverage. Currently don't have any coverage.
If you haven't checked the events, I will be handling the weather briefing.
All right, so we currently do not have any coverage.
Fantastic.
Hopefully that'll change.
It's California, right? So it's all clear.
Right?
Yes, you got me. You got me, Andrew.
VFR on top of VFR.
Hey, what's up, Dream? How you doing, man? Good to see you, guy.
I mean, it's VFR until you get over to the coast where there's a marine layer every time.
Every time. Good. All right, so I think I got my plan.
I expect people to be getting pop-up IFRs.
I need to go ahead and file it. Let's go to flight plan. Let's go ahead and file this thing here so that they know.
You know what sucks? My pilot cub livery for the Comanche didn't work.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go either see if there's an update or just not install it, I guess.
Where
There's
is
all missing textures?
It was pink.
Yep.
All right, so let me see here. We're repping the Pilot Club tonight, so TPC 444.
Yeah, right now I'm just overflying the Charlie
C46
for Reno,
All right.
or the international airport.
All right, so let's go ahead and file this flight plan. So we got TPC 444, VFR, aircraft type is C46. We're gonna use light. We're gonna go alpha. And I think we'll go L for that. Departure is KMEV, off block 0045, altitude. Did we? I mean, I don't really think we established an altitude. All right, so we're going west. We're going westbound, guys. So that means that we're gonna go even thousands plus 500. So here's the interesting part. Here we're gonna have to go pretty high, but then for the rest of it, I mean, we've got like what, 6,000, 2,000. Everything seems pretty low. 4,000. So I'm going to say 4,500. But I know that we need to. Yeah,
Brad,
I'm just gonna file 4,500.
San Carlos.
Airspeed. What is the airspeed on this? That's a great question. What is the longest runway?
The only runway is 2,600 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
San Carlos is only one runway.
You got it.
Yeah, but sure you can put it down in time?
Hmm.
Especially if all the noise abatement procedures. Oh yeah, you guys know about those, right?
Yep.
I mean, Mark and
Um,
Andrew, they probably should know.
yes, we should know. That's a great point. I don't know, to be honest. So
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go look it up for you then.
get me up to speed.
Know about what now?
Noise abatement.
Ah, right.
Yeah, they've got a whole bunch of them in San Carlos.
So normally I can find out what the
Usually
airspeed
these kind of
is.
things you gotta look up the airport's website to find them.
And this is in miles per hour. We're gonna be doing knots. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess, right? Let's just go ahead and do 160. Arrival is KSQL. I think you guys just covered it, but sounds like a great flying weather. Andrew's going to go over it in more detail during the briefing, but overall, it seems like it's good. There might be some issues when we get to the coast. It looks like there's like it looks like there's some fog that's like hanging out on the coast, but we'll see. All right, alternative. Do we have an alternative just in case we can't land there? If I can't land here for some reason, like let's say that there's too much bad weather, I think I would want to turn
so
around.
the information's in the GA.
So
GA Tuesday
I'm gonna go with
events chat.
Livermore Municipal.
Noise.
So LVK. Nice. KLVK. The route time, I don't know, it's always 1 hour and 30 minutes. The fuel endurance, yeah, man, we have plenty. We have like 5 hours worth of fuel. No, we don't. All right, so K. So Sacramento is SAC, so that is definitely something that's on our route. SAC. Yeah. Registration is 6 Yankee 72 Tango and operated by the
What's up, Zach?
pilotclub.org. And boom, file plan filed. Oh, this is getting so easy. I would still rather do it. I liked how simple it was in the pilot. Sacramento executive, there are 3 Sacramento airports. Ooh. Oh, did I not say
Yeah, so from the
executive?
direction we're coming from in San Carlos,
Yeah.
we're probably gonna use the cement plant arrival.
Where did you put this information?
GA Tuesday events thread.
Okay, thanks. All right, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, if you're coming from Livermore, it looks like, yeah.
So noise abatement procedures for KSQL. Click on the
Yeah, at the
KSQL.
bottom it says noise abatement procedures should be used only when consistent with the safe operation of aircraft. We're flying, slow props and stuff, so yes, you gotta use it.
Friendly approach.
Oh, there's a cement plant. I see. Yes.
San Carlos Airport. Cement plant arrival. 12 operations. So how do we know which, I guess let's take I don't know if there's any METARs or anything happening. So let's take a look at Navigraph and see if there's any METARs. Or not METARs. ATIS. So there's no VATSIM ATIS momentarily. All right, so taking a look at the METAR, we've got 340 at 9 knots. So let's take a look at the runway. And we've got 12 and 30. Is this right? Yep, that's right. Okay. I don't know why I thought 36 and 18, but 12 and 30. So 340 at 9 knots, so 340. So I would think 30 is the active runway. So what I'm trying to understand is this thing here. 30. Oh, it even says 30. Departure. Okay, so we have a bunch of departures. We have 2 arrival types. Inbound from the northeast, expect to arrive. KNB radio tower. Keep KNBR off your right side and enter the downwind as advised. Use caution for aircraft departing. Alright, the cement plant. Inbound from the east over Coyote Hills. Expect to arrive via the cement plant. Alright, let's take a look at the cement plant. So we are, I mean, are we east or northeast? So this isn't showing us. Wait. I know that this is the cement plant, but why isn't it? Oh, because I don't have the TAC. I'm not looking at the TAC chart. Thank you. Yeah. All right, where is
What's
that
up,
other?
Mason? What's up, Nick?
Where is that other one? This one is the KNBR arrival. So inbound from the northeast, expect to arrive via the KNBR radio tower. Keep KNBR.
Nothing much. I don't think you're
KNBR
gonna
is
get
that
much
a
controller
airport?
traffic though for this event.
KNBR.
Oh darn.
You're not gonna get much what?
ATC.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can find that KNBR.
Anybody know the estimated arrival for San Carlos?
I guess anywhere between an hour and 3 hours, depending on which plane people choose to fly.
Yeah, Mark is usually a 3-hour flight.
It's true.
even with
Knowing how long
normal
your
plane,
flights
still
are,
takes 3
I'll
hours.
try to get out.
Yeah, because
Appreciate
plane
that,
ends up
Dream.
on the ground more than it should.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are something else.
Hey, we're not. Or we're just stating facts.
I think they're statements.
Such
Don't break
abuse.
stuff you're not going to learn, right?
Yes,
That's
they are
right.
statements of facts.
And they're true statements.
Yes, it seems like Dream has plenty of time to jump in.
What are you
All
laying
right.
on the road there, Steve?
So I don't know where K and oh, there it is, right? So what exactly is this? It's not an
You're
airport.
landing on the road.
I don't think it's an airport. It's a radio. They say it's a radio tower.
I can't see the airport.
So I'm assuming that this right here, this
Oh, no, I'm making the
VFR,
left-hand one.
I'm assuming that this would be
Oh, I see it now.
KNBR. All right, well, we're definitely not arriving
You know, I'm being a good
radio
pilot.
tower. Okay, so this is like coming from the north.
Hey guys,
I-
does anyone use
I don't know how that's
the
northeast.
tuner app to like get a better adjustment from their trip tab?
Exactly. All right, copy that. So, cement plant.
No.
Inbound over
Tuner
the
app,
east
never heard
over Coyote Hills. Expect to
What
arrive.
controls?
It's called Authentic Tuning App. It's I use it on the Honeycomb system, Alpha Bravo.
Is it for a particular sim?
Oh, that's
Well,
why I
what it
didn't
is
see it.
is,
So,
whenever you use a
so Dream, this right
trim
here.
wheel,
This is
you know,
Coyote.
just
This
makes big
is
adjustments.
Coyote Hill. Should I?
And so with this, it turns
I was
it into, instead
originally-
of being a button click, it turns
I was
it
originally
into
trying
a,
to get in through
some
the
other
VFR
type
waypoint.
to where it's a
what
little
is
bit
this
more of a
called?
smoother adjustment.
Airway,
but then you can
flyway.
adjust
Do
it
the. I was trying to
closer.
stick with the flyway. So do I, as I'm over
link of
here,
that
do I just
somewhere?
keep an eye out for the hills, and then make my call in? Even though that yep, oh yep, okay,
Drop
cool,
it in
cool,
the
cool.
GA Tuesday thread so I remember to look at it after.
All right, cool, cool,
Please.
cool. Affirmative. The flyway is only a suggested.
Put it where?
Oh, so like you don't have to.
Just anywhere, any channel really.
The GA, the GA.
All right. So one of the
Awesome.
things, I mean, at some point I'm
Well, you're
gonna have to
saying a
figure this
thread.
out. So if I'm,
Or even the comm channel.
I guess I'm
but
gonna
even-
need permission to fly in this Bravo airspace. I guess once I get permission, I don't really have to fly the flyway, because.
Did I hear we're not going to have ATC for this?
But no big deal if you don't want to use it. I do want to use it. Hard to say. I did put in a request, but it may have been late. So we're gonna.
Who could have guessed that?
I know. Right? This is a theme that I don't like.
Well, you know, sometimes you flight ops people getting stuff in like almost makes me want to take that lead role. Just I'd get in there and just get it done. But then the problem is you like come out with your flight plans like 2 or 3 days before GA Tuesday.
What? No. Yes, it's true. So the funny thing is,
I don't even think me doing the position would help that much.
no. So I've got a spreadsheet that has like all the events planned out for the year. It's so making the request shouldn't be, you know, I can make the request, but I don't need the flight plan to make the request.
How's everyone?
Well, how are you doing, sir?
Hola.
Doing good here.
You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to be in the Bravo.
Evening, everyone.
Evening.
Dream, I see all of this blue. I don't know how I can
What's up, Dylan? What's up,
not
Fonz?
get into the Bravo in order to get to SQL.
Doing all right, Andrew. How about you?
I am fantastic. I still can't fly. 'cause
So
I still
this
haven't
this
ordered
this
my,
this
the
flyway
course.
right here, in like if I was over here by Livermore, I'm gonna have to establish communication with Center before I can even get to this flyway, right? Oh yes, you know what? You're right. I can fly below it. No ATC needed. Pac-Man, Pac-Man, Pac-Man. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for the biddies. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Kind soul. So you're with me here. This is GA Tuesday. We are flying the Curtis. The Curtis C-46 Commando, in line with the release of something that I've been working on for a while and finally got it done, which is well, I don't know about done. I finally got it releasable. I still have a lot of work to do with it. But there's a guide here that has a whole bunch of nice little details about the aircraft. So I think since I finally launched the guide, for this event here, I should go ahead and fly this plane. You can get a link from it. Just type in go commando, and it'll take you there. Don't tell me you haven't. No, sir. The what is that thing called? The briefing starts in 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to remember how to turn this plane on. So actually, you know what? Since we have 8 minutes, let's actually start to go through some of this stuff, because I think I'm just like wasting more time. Weight and balance. Let's check it out. Yep. Seems fine. Everything seems very heavy. How are you doing, Pac-Man? All right. Oh, you know what? This is the plane that I can't start. So, all right. Okay. So, truth be told, I haven't gotten this plane to start yet. So, I'm gonna do Control E because my percentage, the percentage of me, the likelihood that I'm going to get it started is very, very low. So, Control E time, guys. Boom, ultimate cheat. I do feel like a little part of me died when I did that key combination. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I finally, I was like really happy with getting that guide out. I've been working on it like for months and just on and off and on and off. And I finally got serious about it. And it was actually nice promoting it, talking about it. And now I gotta learn how to fly this plane. Ooh, so
Seemed like Microsoft Flight Simulator has taken much longer to load recently, like the past maybe 6 months, 3 months.
Did you install more add-ons during that time?
No, but I haven't updated them. I don't know if you update them after all these updates or what.
Oh yeah, you really should. If there is updates to them, update them.
Then I gotta find out where I downloaded them.
that's what it is. I was wondering what
I got a
was.
folder of bookmarks of all the places where I bought them,
It's still
or at least the individual stores.
Okay,
I'm tempted to just.
so this is the mixture, and the mixture, they're on the outside for some reason. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's
I think a lot
a
of
good
them
idea.
are necessary.
I did start it, but I used Control E to start
Or
it.
at least a few.
All right, so what I'm gonna do? Let me mix up my.
This mark didn't make me download this.
I'm gonna fix so so we got the two props on the side.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so we got the two props, and then we have the
It's just
throttle.
a matter of, like, I mostly use this to practice.
Okay, all right, I got it all mapped
when I
out.
actually have time. Instruments kicking my ass.
All right, I think I'm in. I feel like I'm in
So in the remarks, how do you put in that you're entering the flyway? Or do you
better
not put that
control.
in?
You don't need to put anything in. Flyway, you don't need to talk to anyone. Unless the specific part of the flyway you're going, it goes to like a delta or something.
All right, now is there a way of?
The flyway is really just to help you stay out of the problem.
There's a way of getting rid of this guy here. Oh no, I don't think I remember anything. Feather, fuel switch, landing lights. There it is. Remove the co-pilot. Get that guy out of here. All right, so we got 4 minutes until briefing. I'm going to talk about the. Let's see if ATC. Let's see if anything has changed with our ATC coverage. Nothing has changed.
Are you still working on your routes?
I got it all worked out. I'm feeling.
What does that mean? You had a failure?
No, everything's fine, buddy. Everything's fine.
Sure.
I'm picturing that comic with the house burning and then he's just like, everything's fine.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a little orange, the orange little animal drinking coffee. I'm fine.
All right, getting myself a little familiar with this plane here. Will we have time to figure it out? All right, so we do have our fuel selector, our engine, our port, starboard. I think port is left and starboard is right. We have pitot heat. Did I ever map those? Yes. Okay. I did map them.
He'll get it eventually.
I might
I'm surprised the default scene rate looks this good in Microsoft. Like,
All right, let's get ourselves familiar here. So we've got the altitude, vertical speed indicator, HSI, the gyro drift, COM 1 and NAV 1.
I didn't get any special sceneries though.
All right.
Maybe they added it.
Could it possibly be with like Premium Deluxe or something?
It could be. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So that means I probably have it.
That's what I have, so.
Yeah, I know they're
Yeah, I do not know what's going on with this thing here. All right, so let me try and see here. The engine, left and right, the oil and temperature, carb air, carb air and temperature. This is the nope, not the annunciator. This is the actuator. Nope, this is the. It's related to the battery and. Is it? No, it's not the annunciator. It's related to the alternator, but I don't remember what it's called. All right, and then we have the altitude. This one is the oil pressure, so it should be in the green. The fuel pressure should be in the green, and then we have the cylinder head and temp. All right, so none of these are really in the green right now.
Recent time, I think.
Flaps.
Big firm.
Good call, guys. I'm over here messing around with my plane. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we can get this started. All right, gang, can you guys see my screen? All right.
Yeah.
So welcome one and all to another General Aviation Tuesday. I'm your host, Pilot Club 444. Today we are flying the Great Divide. This was a flight that was suggested by one of our members, and we are very happy to do so. We encourage you guys to check out the idea box and throw your ideas in there, and we'll try and put them into the rotation if they make sense. All right, so we're going to talk about the admin stuff, then we'll talk about the flight, and then Andrew is going to cover the weather. So when you go to the Pilot Club's website, we have this blog here that got a lot of stuff. The club is always doing things, and you should check it out. Get up to speed as to what's going on. We have this flight crew portal. This is a custom web application that the team is building, and we have a lot of plans. When you log in, it'll connect to your Discord. Actually, you know what? Hold on. My plane is way too loud. Let me turn my volume down. Okay, sorry about that. I can hear myself think. I feel like I'm yelling. So let me see here.
You're a little loud.
It syncs with your Discord account, and you can also sync it with your VATSIM account. And there is a lot of stuff that we have in the plan. So go ahead and check it out, and we're always open to feedback in order to make it better. All right, so hold your questions until the end of the briefing here. While you are in Discord, if you could use your name and your call sign, that would be dope. Not necessary, but it would be helpful to help identify people. When you file your flight plan with VATSIM, you could put operated by the Pilot Club in your remarks. That would be very helpful to the club. Pilots that fly tonight get 500 TPC points. Those that use their TPC call sign while on the network will get 1,000 TPC points. With that said, we ask that only members who are onboarded fly the flight. If not, go ahead and check out our SOP, acknowledge it, get the onboarded role, and then you'll be eligible for points and for other things. If you have any problems getting onboarded, let me know and I will work with you on that. We do ask for a sterile flight deck. That means that while you are using the Discord voice events channel, that you try and keep the conversation relevant to the flight and not about your dog or what's for dinner. Be professional, try not to miss your ATC calls. If you find yourself on CTAF or Unicom, be verbose, which simply means talk about your altitude, talk about your intentions. The idea is someone who does not see you should have some idea of what you're doing, just in case they get into your airspace. Does anyone have any questions about admin things? All right. Okay, so we'll go over the flight itself here. So the big idea, we use most of the San Francisco sectional, San Francisco charts in order to come up with this flight plan here. There's some add-ons that are available for you. The 2 flights, we have an alternate flight just in case things get a little hairy. You're more than welcome to use your own IFR routing if you want to. By now, you guys might know that the standard briefing is where the details of the flight is. This right here is just a copy and paste just to get you started. But the idea is for you to pull up your blank EFB and follow these instructions and see if you can mimic the intentions of the flight. For a bit of realism, we do have some airspaces that we will need to consider. The San Francisco Class Bravo, we have some Class Charlies and Deltas, we have an MOA, a restricted, and then we do have a National Wildlife Refuge. So those are some things that we should keep in consideration. And then we do have some information about our airports. So let's take a look roughly at our route. All right, so here is the Great Divide, the Sierra Nevada desert mountain range area. We have this beautiful valley, and then we have this great mountain that is keeping us from the other side. So we have 2 airports that we can pass from, both close to Lake Tahoe. We're making our way mostly southwest. And once we get out of the mountain range, we do have this, is it Placerville or Placerville? I'm not sure which one that is. Placerville. All right, so we do have Placerville would be a nice VFR waypoint for us to use. So once we get out of there, we will see gigantic Sacramento city, and we have an optional touch and go at Sacramento Executive Airport. Then we're going to be heading south to some more VFR waypoints. We do have this bridge, I believe it's the Antioch Bridge that's down there. And then we do have this reservoir as another reference point to us. At this point, we're going to be getting close to this Class Bravo. Make sure that you get clearance if center is on there. If you don't get clearance, I was reminded that you can simply go below the altitude here. So if you go below 8,000 feet, you should not need to communicate with ATC. But it's always a good thing to do that. So what we're going to do once we get into here is our destination is San Carlos Airport. Most likely runway 30 is what's going to be active, and we are going to be coming in from the cement plant. So make sure that you find that cement plant. One of the guys, Dream, in the channel told us. Let me actually use the flyway. So here was the Coyote Hills flyway. He says normally most people make their calls to San Carlos from Coyote, and then we'll make our way to the cement plant and then make our way inbound. All right. Does anyone have any questions on the route?
Do you guys normally climb up over the airport to clear the hills to the west of, like, Minden?
What airport are you talking about?
Well, I'm leaving from Minden, and it looks like I gotta get to about 7,500 feet, so I gotta climb about 3,000 feet in 6 nautical miles.
You can circle climb.
And that's what I was just wondering is, okay.
You go a little farther on your upwind and turn the downwind to keep climbing.
Okay.
Or if you're or what I like to do is if you're a CJ4, full unrestricted climb.
Yeah, none of us are that.
No, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right. Any other questions?
What is the coverage looking like right now?
All right. Great question. Let's take a look.
That's him showing nothing. That's why showing nothing.
No ATC at the moment.
All right. Currently have no ATC, so expect us to be on CTAF and Unicom for the moment.
Is everyone just gonna fly the VFR route then? Weather looks beautiful.
Yeah, why not?
I think so, but Andrew, what do you have to say about the weather?
Alright, so if you go ahead and switch to my screen. Anyone see my screen?
Confirm. Got it.
Affirmative.
All right. So there's of course none of us are going south, but there is a load of weather to the south. But for right now, this is based on the recommended route. At Lake Tahoe, you're looking at 200 at 3 knots, 10 statute miles, clear sky, and 3014 altimeter, for the altimeter. Be sure to keep updating your altimeter because around Papa Victor Foxtrot, it is 2994 for the altimeter and 290 at 3 knots with 10 statute and clear skies. Farther down, we're looking about 250 at 8 knots. This says 6 statute miles. Down farther, closer to the destination, you got 280 at 12 knots, 10 statute miles, clear sky, and 297 there, so you have 10 there. And around, there's no, okay, there is, okay. 330 at 10 knots, 10 statute miles, clear sky, and 283, so be sure to keep updating your altimeter for that. Closer to the destination airport, there is visible ceiling. No clear indication. There is a slight rain off the coast. Again, just same thing. Right off the coast is the clear ceilings. Sailing broken at 300 feet, so we'll see what it gets to later on. Winds around the destination airport, you're looking at 260 at 8 knots with a gust of 13, 240 at 7, gust of 12. I think this one is closer to the airport. 260 at 10, gusting of 15. Farther down, you're looking at 230 at 6 knots. And closer to the destination, you're around 280 at 5 knots, gusting of 11 knots. Does anyone have questions on the weather? All right, Mark.
All right, thank you, Andrew. All right, gang, you guys have fun out there. We'll listen to you out on CTAF.
Fly like no one's watching. I'm just kidding. Fly like everyone's watching.
All right, so let me go ahead and do a little bit of admin stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and take some screenshots of the guys that are here, and then I'll need to take a screenshot of the filters. We currently do not have any ATC, so we can just kind of not take any screenshots there. All right, and I think we're good. I think we can finally get this thing started. You guys excited about that? You excited? Ooh, excuse me. All right, so we're gonna copy that. All right, so we're gonna be using Navigraph. Let's go ahead and make this like tablet form. We're not going to show ourselves. All right, so we're gonna do our best to figure things out. So currently we're going into CTAF. So 123.05. So let's go ahead and change that up over here. Let me see if I can remember. This is COM 1 over here. So I believe it's 123.05. Let me see if my hardware does work. 123.05. All right.
Powder Tree 41, dashing runway 30, Minden Tahoe.
Minden Tahoe. All right, so what I would like to do is let me see if I can. I find it helpful to have at least one VOR in place. So let's go ahead and use this one, 113.2. Let's try that. 113.2, that's the volume. Let's swap. Alright, so they were talking, what? Where am I? I didn't realize there were so many things in here. So let's get a quick peek.
Bravo 6 is departing on runway 34 from taxiway Alpha. We will climb over, stay left pattern, climb over the airport, and then departure to
All right, tree 4. So that's what he's doing. Let's see what our weather is looking like. So currently we've got 290 at 8 knots.
Papa 1496 will hold short of runway 34 for the departing traffic. We'll be crossing over for runway 30, Mid Tahoe.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi Alpha to Alpha 4 for runway tree 4. All right, let's see here.
Tower traffic, Pelican Tree 41 Comanche, lining up runway tree 4.
Landing gear, the brakes.
We'll give the crossing traffic a chance, landing traffic.
Okay. Brakes have been released.
Mid Tahoe traffic, Papa 1496 crossing runway 34 on Bravo 4, runway 30, Mid Tahoe.
All right, so because the plane is so big, they usually say that you have to use brakes in order to turn this thing around.
left downwind runway 34, climbing over the airport before departure to the west.
All right. Let's go ahead and put on the brakes.
Yo, I'm back.
All right. So 3-4 is where we're going. So this is the ADF bearing indicator. It's not what I want. Do I have? I don't know if I have one.
Mid Tahoe traffic, Pelican Tree 41 departing runway tree 4. Left down one departure, Mid Tahoe.
I'm trying to see if I have a heading bug. I don't think I do.
Coming up to runway 30 on Bravo will hold short of the runway for the departing traffic on runway 34.
All right, let me see. All right, so I think I'm lost, guys. I'm already on the ground. I don't even know what's going on here. There we go. All right, so that plane took off. So I'm going to assume that that is 3-4 down there. All right, so we are Alpha. We're working our way to Alpha. If I remember what our plan was, we're taking Alpha to 3-4. Minden traffic, Pilot Club 444 Commando. Taxiing to runway tree 4 via Alpha to Alpha 4. Minden Tahoe traffic. All right, let's go ahead and get that.
Minden Tahoe, Pelican 506, Taxi Comanche is, we're flying the airport on the climb out at 7,000 feet. Should be clear the pattern.
Mid Tahoe traffic, Pelican Tree 41 left crosswind, runway tree 4, Minden.
You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to record the flight. Like I always forget. All right. Ooh.
Mid Tahoe traffic, Pelican 1496 entering runway 30 for departure to the
This is terrible.
Mid Tahoe.
This is
Traffic, Pelican Tree 41 left downwind, runway tree 4 departing to south, Minden Tahoe.
this is not looking good. All right, we're gonna try and get back on the taxiway. All right, so we are 3-4.
Taking off runway 30 will be departing via a left crosswind. Mid Tahoe.
All right, so let me see here. Beacon light, nav, strobe. I got taxi lights on right now.
506 is at 8,500, departing the area to the west.
Thank you, Andrew, for that.
Minden Tahoe traffic, Club 1496 clear of runway 30, Minden Tahoe.
Minden Tahoe traffic, back 34, departing the area to the south. Last call, Minden Tahoe.
All right, so there goes 3-4. Alpha 6 and not Alpha 4. No, that's not right. That the charts are supposed to be right. Minden Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 444, holding short runway 34, Minden Tahoe.
Minden Tahoe traffic, Club 1496 turning left crosswind runway 30, Minden Tahoe.
All right, so kind of the reason why is I forgot what we're supposed to be doing. So 245 is the altitude. So we're taking off on this way right here. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna end up probably over here somewhere. We'll need to start doing some climbing. So 210 might be the route that we'll take. So we'll try and keep an eye on our indicator over here. All right, I think I got, yeah. Minden Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 444 lining up, runway 34, Minden Tahoe.
Minden Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 1496, passing through 6,100. We're going to be continuing to the southwest over the mountains. Last call, Minden Tahoe.
All right, so I'm using my brakes. I'm using more of my brakes. I'm using my rudder, but I'm using my brakes as well. Okay. All right, so now we need to put on our tail. We need to lock our tail. Release the caber, landing gear. Where's our tail? Tail wheel. Let's get that lock. All right, tail wheel is locked. Minden Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 444, taking off runway 34 and headed southwest. Minden Tahoe traffic. All right. Let's get the landing gear, take the taxi lights off. Uh-oh. All right, so we're already at 60 miles an hour, which doesn't feel like we're at 60 miles an hour. This is a terrible takeoff. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine.
Minden Tahoe traffic, ready to set.
5x5.
All right.
5x5.
Yeah, yeah, a beast indeed. All right, so let's see for our altitude. So we're gonna take a look at our vertical speed indicator right here, and just make sure that we're going in a positive direction, because it is a little difficult for me. All right, so we are already at, it looks like we're at 5,300 feet. Okay, so we have to clear those mountains over there. So I'm gonna try and do as much climbing as I can. And because we're already at 5,000 feet, I should lean these mixtures. So there's an auto lean that I need to get this thing on. So there's like an auto lean over there. So what I want to do right now is give it as much power as I can and try and climb as much as I can. And I also need to take a look at the airspeed. So we're doing 100 miles an hour. Minutaho traffic, Pilot Club 444. We're about what, north? We're northwest of the airport. We're probably going to do some turns in order to increase our altitude. Minutaho traffic. All right, so usually this indicator here, that tick line, I believe that tick line that's right here is usually like a 30-degree turn, and that's like the most that you want to get. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a small increments so that I'm not dropping speed, but I do want to continue climbing. So we're at like 6,000, looks like we're at 6,600 feet right now. So I'm just going to keep circling and turning. And there are the mountains that we're trying to climb up. So this is going to be a mixture of pitching the nose properly so that we're getting a decent climb. We're getting about 500 feet per minute. And the reason I noticed that our angle decreased is because our speed was increasing. So we're going to try and go for like 1,000 feet per minute while turning. So I actually don't know how safe this is. I don't really think that what I'm doing is pretty safe because I still am in the way of the airport. So if there's anyone that's taking off, they would not clash, but we would be in line together. So what I should probably do is just do a pattern around the airport, but just keep climbing. I think that might be safer. All right, so we are climbing pretty good. We're at 7,600 feet. You want to lurk? Oh, I should be lurking. Hold on. Glad to see you finally got your off the ground. How dare you, cat in the black, cat in the hat. That's so black. Sorry, that was dumb. All right, so we're back to. So I'm still checking out the vertical climb. I'm at 500. We're doing this manually. I know. All right, so the good thing is that we are able to climb. We're at 8,000 feet right now. Oh, you know what? I didn't even double check our fuel. Ooh, buddy. This is going to be something. All right, so we're maintaining 100 miles an hour, which is fine. And it looks like the mountains aren't as terrible as I thought it was. So I think we're doing good. Now the question is, where in the world are we? So I think that's Lake Tahoe over there. So let's head that way. That looks like a Lake Tahoe to me. Okay, so we are heading 30. So we're heading west. All right, we're 8,600 feet. Minutaho traffic. Going 6. Sorry, this is. Wow. Pilot Club 444 in the Commando. Currently at 8,700 feet and headed northwest. Final call, Minutaho. Okay, wow, that was terrible. That was a terrible call. And with a with a bang. Why in the world would you? Why are you so confident that it's gonna end in a bang? West current at SAC, no tower, just go landing and departing 20 real world. Musaka, what are you saying, sir? Whiskey. Are you spelling out whiskey? All right, hold on. I can't like. Oh, you know, we were able to. I mean, we can actually clear it right now. Is that? I don't think that's Lake Tahoe. I think that's Lake Tahoe. All right, so either 3-0. So we're supposed to be going like 2-0, 2-0 something. You lurk. All right, let me see here. All right, let me try and fix my trim so that I can go lurking on Andrew's stream. Okay, so that is not Lake Tahoe. That thing is so tiny. I think that might be Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is a lot bigger than that. So I'm looking at my vertical speed indicator in order to climb, in order to make sure that I'm kind of balancing things out here. So we have a decent, steady rate of climb. We're at 9,600 feet. All right, we're heading 240. 210 was something that meant something to me at one point. All right, I'm pretty confident that that lake over there is our lake. Now, in order to verify that, I'm gonna have to check in on the VOR and make sure that I'm in the right spot. Okay, ATIS, west current at Sacramento Executive. There is ground online, no tower, and ATIS is following real life. Oh. Hold on. Hold the phone. There is ground. Sir, you are absolutely correct. Look at that. Well, we're gonna have to do a full stop. Mason's online. All right, let's go ahead and give Mason some love here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the details for this airport and then capture him. Thank you. Wait, it's me. I was just about to ask if that was you. Very cool, Mason. Thank you very much for getting out there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a full stop when we get over there. Welcome aboard. Everything's going fine. Everything is smooth. We're very eager to get over to Sacramento Executive. How are you? How are you? All right, so I really need to figure out where I am. I'm over here messing around with you guys. Okay, so originally 245 is what we were going to do. I think we spent some time over here, and then I was like, ooh, this little tiny thing is Lake Tahoe, but it's not. This gigantic lake is Lake Tahoe. So we are currently headed 240. So that is not all the way west, but that is like a southwest. So I think we're good. I don't know where Kingsbury Grade is at this point. And actually, this is what I need to figure out is where I am on that chart. So we are tuned into 133.2. So the question now is, which one of these things can I use as an indicator? You know what? I probably really should like pay attention to to this, to how to use this thing. I don't think I know how to use this thing. Do you guys know how to use this thing? All right. Let's see. Ooh. All right, so we're still doing about 100. And then we're actually, that is interesting. Okay. Fuel. Fuel. Hold on. Fuel's an important thing. So it looks like the fuel on the right, it looks like the fuel gauge is off. That doesn't seem right. What about over here? All right, so I don't know what's going on with the fuel gauge. All right, I'll have to figure out where the fuel is. I think because I controlled E, it just kind of didn't set this. So if I mess with it now, then it's going to turn it off. So let's get a little bit over here. Then we'll start to head south. And then I'll try and figure out this fuel business. Alright, so where is the RPM? So the RPM, manifold pressure, RPM's up there. Alright, so let's pull back the RPM a little bit. The reason why is I can't see. I can't see any of those instruments over there. Alright, so manifold pressure. Pushing that up. I can't see any of the instruments. Wow. So it looks like it's these are one of those planes that you can't just jump into. You really should pay attention, know where at least where your instruments are. I have a tendency of jumping into planes, thinking I can weasel my way through it. Clearly, with this one, I should not do that. All right, so let's take a look at the fuel. So fuel's down here. So we have a couple of fuel tanks. A couple of them look like they're empty. Let's take a look at what we actually have on board. So we have the front, center, and aft.
Well, I'm gonna head out.
Front, center, and aft. All right, homie. Thanks for doing the weather briefing and hanging out with us.
Yep. People in the East Coast, please be safe.
Yes, sir.
I'm up in Kentucky. I'm fine.
I'm about ready to get directly hit by.
Okay, so there is no fuel in the aft, which was why that one's on 0. So we have fuel in the front and center.
So a YouTuber.
A lot of people in this Discord will be in it.
All right, so then we have port and starboard. So let's go ahead and figure this one out here. So that is front. Okay, so we're using the fuel in the front. Don't mind me, guys. Everything's fine. All right, that is the other airport. That was the other one. That's the Lake Tahoe airport. All right, so what we need to figure out is our fuel flow, because our fuel, we are burning up that fuel. Where is our fuel flow? Okay, so I went to lean, and that sounded like it turned off the engine. Whoops. So we are not going lean. I'm looking for... oh. All right, let's get back to our map. So from there, so there's a small lake. There's a couple of lakes, and then we'll get to Phillips. We're gonna keep heading in that direction. All right, now we're using the center. All right, now we have CTAV 12285. So we're flying over Lake Tahoe, so we should communicate with people in that area. So 12285. Lake Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 444 Commando. Just a little bit north of the airport, planning to fly over, currently at 12,000 feet. Looking to head southwest, Lake Tahoe traffic. All right, so actually, I think I might not do CTAF because one of the things that VATSIM talks about is if you are using CTAF, you should also have COM 2, so you can listen out to Unicom. It looks like I only have one COM, so I'm just going to hang out on Unicom.
Like a real traffic talking 341 rate miles to the northeast. Past the field to the north and overflying the field. So doing the left downwind early 2-3 and traffic.
Lake Tahoe traffic, Pilot Club 444 Commando, currently flying over the airport at 12,800 feet. Planning to continue south Lake Tahoe traffic. All right, so we've gotten a little stable. We're still climbing. We're working our way to 13,000 feet. All right, so I have the fuel at auto lean, and I have the manifold pressure down to about 2,200 inches, and the RPM is about 2,000. So hopefully those will be good enough to have us burn the right amount of fuel. I don't know where the fuel flow is on this plane. But what we do need to do is head 210. Nope, not 210. 243. So we're currently kind of 21. Just trying to see if we could find. So I think this is the valley right here. So we're going to kind of hang out above it. Actually, no, not yet. So here it is. This is one of the lakes that we're just passing. So we need to get to Phillips. All right. So we're going to continue. Let's continue going south. Hey Mark, how do you say Placerville STW? Saying Placerville. So yeah, I was asking the guys. I thought it was Placerville, but it seems to be Placer. Not Placerville? Hold on. STW? How do you say STW? Wait, what is STW?
Kind of funny, you're broadcasting from Placerville at 10,000 feet.
In Google Translate. Oh, is it not Placerville? So it's Placer? Oh wait.
Also, you
How do
probably
you
got 10,000 feet. You're like 6,000 feet with a pattern altitude.
Oh, you did Google Translate? So it's saying Placerville, not. Oh, you live there. Huh, you should know. Placer. Placerville.
Sacramento.
Got it. Placerville. Oh, you see that here? Messing around with you. I'm getting lost. All right, so I think that is the place. So this is the valley that I should be. That's the valley that I should be at. It is hard. It is hard to work in chat. All right, but at least I know it's Placerville. If I go down in flames, what'll be on my tombstone is at least he knew it was Placerville. All right, so our current heading, I'm looking at it is 26. We'll say 2625. 255, closer to 260. Whoa. Can you toss it in translate? This guy. Now you want me to multitask? I'm already multitasking. Of course I can. Pronounce Placerville. Oh, hold on. Let me try and trim this out. It looks like this is the. It looks like this is the great debate right now.
Did say Placerville? Didn't someone say Placerville earlier?
Yeah, Placerville.
Are y'all telling me the wrong
Everybody's saying Placerville, and it's Placerville.
Someone told me the wrong thing earlier then.
Placerville.
Placer. Placerville.
Louisville. Louisville.
That wasn't a crime.
Placer, Placer. It's all the same ville. Oh. Placer. Placerville. Placer? Why? You say it right. You don't. You don't say it at all. Wow. All right. I think we're doing okay. We still seem to have fuel in the tanks. I like that. We are way above the cloud, the mountain range here, so I think we're safe. Very good. So this is the valley that we're going to try and work with.
That, but I can give you effort to Capital City.
All right, so let's go ahead and get set up for a full stop here at Placerville. No, that's Sacramento. Oh, no. We weren't. Were we landing there? Hold on. Totally confused now. That was Sacramento. Okay, we're doing a full stop at Sacramento. Executive. Not this Placerville that we've all been messing around with. What's your route? That is my route. Yes, actually, that's my route. MEV. All right, so let me see here. 243 is what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm doing 25 something another. So, yo, Mark, are you listening? Not really. Not really, Andrew. We're on Twitch. There we go. How? There we go. All right. I'm there. I'm there, buddy. I'm there. All right. So the question is. All right. So this is the valley.
That's what I was starting the briefing.
You can do a touch and go wherever you want.
If you want a fun challenge, go to the nut tree. It's right behind it.
Yeah, that's also on the route too.
Yeah, it's on the radar. Somebody.
All right. 243. We're at 25, right? We're at 255, so we're not following our route whatsoever. All right, so
Full stop.
You can do whatever you want.
all right, so I'm curious to see how this VOR
Whatever
works
airport along the route.
because I can't seem to push any numbers. Bank. So this is all kind of like an early. This looks like an early autopilot. Desired heading. Gyro drift. There's really nothing to change here. This is ADF stuff. Transponder, we should probably turn that on.
If you want a full stop taxi back, you would. Might be a good time for a restroom break if you need that.
Yeah, you don't hold ground for a touch and go.
Just sit down.
Somebody already did that.
Yep, that would be.
All right, so I'm curious as to how can we figure out which radial we're on right now. According to, are they both pointed? So they're both pointed to the same thing. So, oh, what is this? They're both pointed to the same thing. So are we? I can't turn it. I can turn this. Okay, and this turns this as well. So usually with ADF, you usually keep it at 0. That's the radio compass. This is your altimeter calibration. Altitude, cage. And I don't think I really ever did understand the caging. All right, we still look pretty stable. So we've gotten to a point now where we are stable. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but we got there. We're even cruising at like 130 miles an hour. Okay, so I think now let's figure this out. All right, so all of this stuff here is an early autopilot, so we're not going to mess with that. All right, we're heading 270. Let's get back to 24. We got a little off the mark there. Actually, are we still in the valley? Yes, we're still. Yeah, I believe we're still in the valley. do we do with this? I do not see an oil, do not see a fuel flow anywhere. Okay, well, I definitely do not see any indicators as to how I could move this around, except just for this. But that doesn't change. So I don't think I have a CDI.
Let's try to call it Sacramento Tower instead of the CTAP.
I don't think I have a CDI that I can mess with. Alright, you know what I'll have to do? I'll have to try and learn how to fly this plane offline. that's what that boils down to.
Be on the published CTAP frequency 119.5. And you just call it out like a CTAP.
Thank you, Andrew, for the hydration.
I did call it tower because it marked tower on the chart, but yeah, I guess you're right, it is CTAP, so I should call it tower.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we are clearing the Great Divide. Looks like we did it easily with our mammoth of a plane. We're doing about 140 miles an hour, roughly indicated. We're about 13,000. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any airspace at rule that we should be concerned about being set so high. So here is a Class Echo airspace, so nothing to worry about there. And then once we get over here, this right here is still Class Echo. This right here is Class Delta. It the max, the height on that one is 2,600 feet. So we are definitely way high. So Sacramento Executive, we're gonna have to. It looks like the elevation is set 24 or 12 or 2,000. I think that's 2,400. Let me see. Let me see what they say. Elevation 24. No, it's 24 feet. What? That's the elevation? Okay. All right. Elevation seems to be 24 feet. Longest runway is 5,500 feet. All right, so let's actually start to descend, and let's try and get this bad boy within distance. We've cleared everything, so now let's start to descend. So we're descending at about 500 feet per minute. That's very decent. Let me use our trim wheel to keep it at about 500 feet per minute. And the reason why I want to go back low is so that we can actually see our visual. Excuse me. It's to see our visual references. All right, so right now, in order to start to get the plane to descend, we're going to lower the manifold pressure. That will reduce the thrust, and when you reduce the thrust, it puts more drag on the plane, and then eventually the nose starts to pitch. No, Andrew wants me to lose the glasses. Okay. Do I still have my timer? What was it? It was like 3 minutes, I think. You're the worst, Andrew. All right, so this is not going to be fun for you guys. You guys are just going to watch me. Really? Let's go ahead and make it. Let's go ahead and make it 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes. I got a 5-minute timer on. So glasses are off, and what this means is that I can't see the chat, I can't see anything. It is just one big blur. So hopefully you know, hopefully. So the speed has increased. We're not descending. We're at 11,000, I think. And I'm trying to remember where we're even supposed to be going. All right, so once we got out...
anybody needs it, Executive C-Test 119.5.
Copy that. Andrew, if you're typing anything, I can't see anything. This is the worst. I don't know what I'm doing with this. With this redeem. This redeem is ridiculous. All right, so we're still trying to descend. I think I see.
Rights and lefts there.
So what I'm gonna do is try and keep close to these lake, because I don't know where I am right now. So I need massive. A massive landmark. So I'm hoping that this one is this lake over here, and that'll give me make it a little easier. All right, I do know that we're still descending, so we want to keep an eye on that. Andrew, this uncomfortableness is for you. So everything on the outside seems fine. But what the passengers don't know is that their pilot doesn't have their glasses.
Andrew Fireball Logic 51 says yes, ha 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 ha.
All right, where are we? Is that 10,000? I think that's 10,000. So we're hitting 10,000 roughly. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we got that massive lake over there. So the visibility in this spot looks pretty interesting. So there's, I don't know, there looks to be like a haze. So I don't know what that's going to be like. Because right now the visibility doesn't look, I don't think it looks all that great. Oh man, excuse me. All right, what do we have? What's going on? Yeah, so that is definitely a nice landmark right there, is to have that. And I'm probably going to circle at some point because I don't know where I am. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. All right, so I'm assuming that we're over here. So this is where the factories are. And then we have, if I stay on the skirts of the city.
Oh, even Mason sounded quiet there.
I think if I stay to this.
That's because I moved my mic. Who's doing traffic calls in CTAF? Or not CTAF, Unicom.
Wasn't even monitoring 22.8.
I'm monitoring 22.8. I don't hear anybody.
Because I'm tuned to CTAF on my controller client, and I've only heard monitors push their marks.
people, including myself.
All right. Whew. There we go. That is music to my ears. 5 minutes are up. Andrew Friable Logic, you are the worst. Okay.
Or Chris.
I just made a call to Liverpool.
Okay, where in the world am I? All right, so we're definitely in the city space. All right, so we have this airport over here. Or we have this over here. All right, so we're over here somewhere. So let's make our way towards some factories around the outskirts. Let's see here. Can we find it? Not really sure, but it looks like we're just gonna hang around this area. So we're currently 2-3. That looks like 230. We're hovering around the 230 spot. There should be a airport. So let's go ahead and see about this VOR 115.2. Okay. It looked like it changed, and then I don't know. So if this is what I think it is, then I'm going to assume that this VOR is always pointed to the middle. All right, so we're at 7,000 and we're descending. So let's go ahead and put in a little more power. All right, so there goes an airport in front of us. So that is a good thing. So this airport is most likely Sacramento RCO, Rancho. So we're going to Sacramento Executive 1195. Let's see if there's anyone that is monitoring. Sacramento Executive traffic. This is Pilot Club 444 Commando. Currently at 7,000 feet, and we plan to do a full stop at Sacramento Executive. We're currently northeast of the airport. Sacramento Executive traffic. You know, I have my own punishments. I know. I what I don't know is how to fly and switch to your to your stream. All right, Sacramento. What is the? Let's get some weather. Let's see what's going on with this place here. So 210 at 6 knots. Is there any ATIS? There is an ATIS. The ATIS is 200 at 6 knots. Visual approach in use. Landing and departing runway 20. All right, so 20 is what we're looking for. Runway 20. All right, so we're looking for runway 20. Let's see here. All right, so its elevation is 24 feet, so 1,000. So we need to get down to 1,000 feet in order to be. So we're at 7,000. So let's really start to descend there. So there is the airport that's on our left hand.
Call that on the Discord, Stu.
I think you got it right. You got it right.
Check a frequency 119.
Oh, because I'm not on the.
Oh.
I'm not on the exact tower anymore.
Left hand is the Discord.
1195. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's probably smarter. I use thumb for finger. Here with smart.
Sorry, I've been looking at the other thing. Didn't realize that that was on. Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Club 444 Commando. Currently northeast of the airport at 7,000. Looking to do a full stop. I'm actually very close to Rancho Morieta. Planning to do a full stop on runway 20, Sacramento Executive Traffic. All right, so there is a river. Can't actually see the river on the thing.
Executive Traffic, Maverick 3, 4-1, clear runway 20. Thanks for the last story, Mark.
You're welcome. Pilot Club 444. Now, where is this sound coming from?
Yeah, even though they look a lot alike.
All right, so this airport over here is Sacramento Rancho? Is Rancho? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Rancho.
I got a late start on this. It bugged out on me and I crashed it, so I started over. But I'm doing the VFR route, but trying to do instrument approaches for each one.
Nice. All right, so if you guys want to play along here, what do you think the landing? What do you think the landing is going to be like? You can do predict, bang, predict, and then a number.
I left Furlong, did the VOR circling at Cecil, then went to Craig and did the ILS, and then the RNAV at 25, or RNAV at Furlong, and they're all real close, not a lot of time to set up.
I don't like the sound that I'm hearing.
So just a lot of pressure to rush, and I freaking kicked my ass.
The fuel looks okay.
Actually, yeah, it said that when it's time for check ride, we'll be doing that a lot.
I know exactly what you're talking about, how close all those approaches are. I did that once when there was Jacksonville approach on, doing his student training or whatever. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the ILS at
All right, let's get the fuel pumps on.
So we left Furlong, did the VOR for, I think it was 27 left, and had a circle to 36 right. They went backwards.
All right, so roughly 230. No, not really. Let's see.
We did that, but then when we went to Craig, we
All right, 240. So let's go to 24. So, oh, okay. So that's 27. There it is.
I've had to go through 2 of those.
All right, so we are at 6,000 feet.
That's a tricky one. I remember one being GDP.
All right, so I see the airport. Let me see here. There's nothing about right pattern, so we're going to be making a left pattern into the place. So we are going to work our way down to 1,000 feet, and then we're going to how are we going to play this out? We're going to do a midfield crossing. Good night, Andrew. You have yourself a.
I love the challenge that
You have yourself a good night.
flying gives, but today was just really discouraging.
All right, how are we going to approach this? I'm currently left base, and I don't have enough altitude for that. So I should probably do a midfield crossing, and then enter left downwind. I could do right downwind. I don't think that is a huge problem.
Mark, what is this thing you made? Did you say you made a guide for the Commando?
I did. I made an aircraft guide for the Commando.
How detailed is it going?
Oh, say it again. My plane audio is so loud.
You're good. How much detail do you go into the table, the book? Like, do you have performance tables and everything there?
Um,
Runway
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of tech specs on the aircraft itself. Some V speeds. Some I use from manuals and from ChatGPT. And then my crown jewel, I guess, is the variables for mapping your hardware. That was a lot of work.
I need to figure out how to get rid. For some reason, I'm flying the Commando. My side passenger always shows up. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a button. There's a convenient button for that.
Is it a keybind or is it sliding? There it is. Okay.
You should be able to keybind that as well.
Gotcha. How to get rid of that? Because he's the one that moves in the way. And,
Yes, he is in the way.
And that, and then I need to figure out the fuel controls in that aircraft. I kind of understand a little bit, but I'm confused. Okay, maybe you can tell me. The left-hand side you have two fuel cylinders. The right-hand side you have two fuel cylinders. What does what?
So on the left is the port. It says port and starboard. So the port is your left side, the left side of your wing, and the starboard is the right side. But these two also control the ones that are on this side. So this is the co-pilot view, but this is the pilot's view. So you're basically switching between your front tank, your center tank, and your aft, which you can find over here.
They both do the exact same thing for both sides.
Yeah. They both do the same thing.
I think that's where I was getting bounded up at. So bounded up at is I changed one, but I don't see the other one move. So I'm like over here like, what the fuck is going on? So okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of getting. Just confused to the other side.
I gotcha.
Just a weird place to put that.
Sacramento Executive, Pilot Club 444 Commando. I am currently west of the airport. I'm turning around to do a midfield crossing in order to drop some altitude and establish left downwind for runway 20 for full stop. Sacramento Executive. All right, where is the airport? I lost the airport, guys. This happens every time. There it is, right in front of me. I'm still pretty high. All right, so I'm going to drop this manifold pressure down some more. Let's get it down to about 10 inches. I should have been lowering. I should have been, shoulda, woulda, whatever. I should have been paying attention to the altitude. So right now we're dropping in 1,000 feet per minute, maybe 2,000 feet per minute. We might end up circling. Sacramento Executive, Pilot Club 444. We're going to do a midfield crossing, but I think I'm going to probably do a teardrop into the left downwind. I am currently at 4,000 and trying to drop to pattern altitude. Sacramento Executive. All right, so we're going to pay attention to... We're going to...
Hey Mark, where did you throw that guide in at?
Where did I...
Wait, what channel did you post it in? I saw the alert earlier when I was looking.
Oh, it's in the, I think it's the crew chat.
There she is. All right, good.
All right, so we're at 3,000.
The first time.
All right, we're at 1,000. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go this way. We're going to fly away from the airport. Then we're going to turn around to our right and get back into where the position that we were in. So that's going to kind of give us a teardrop if we're mapping things out properly. So we're at 3,000 feet. So since we're at 3,000, let's go ahead and auto rich. Let's set our, all right. We're going to increase our RPMs to 25 to 2,500. Or actually, we've got it on max. We're still... All right, now we're going to go ahead and execute our teardrop. So I don't know exactly what is the degrees that you should go to while you turn. This is not turning. There it is. All right, we're at 2,700. Try not to go past 30 degrees. All right, there's the airport. We're gonna do our best. All right, so we were able to turn around. We still need to get low. All right. Sacramento Executive Traffic Pilot Club 444 Commando established on the left downwind for runway 20, full stop, Sacramento. All right, so we're gonna need to put down our gear. We're at doing 140 miles an hour. We should be able, gear is going down. That will put some drag on us. All right, so 20 plus 2 minus 2. I'm trying to figure out what the opposite is.
Executive and November 78 Juliet Bravo, 10 miles north of field, looking for 02 for full stop.
Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Club 444, turning left base, runway 20.
Traffic, Pilot Club 2528, entering a right base for runway 12.
Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Club 341, we're crossing runway 21, Sacramento Executive.
Oh, there's a lot of activity at Sacramento right now. All right, let's put down one stage of flaps. All right, we're gonna put rich fuel. And I think I lost the airport. All right, I think I found it. So we're at 100 miles an hour. I think that's probably what I want to keep. So this is like a short one. This is a short landing or short final.
341 clear from way 12 with Mike, executive.
All right, so the goal here is to have a stable. Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Club 444, turning final, runway 20 for full stop, Sacramento. All right, we're gonna go another stage of flaps. So right now I'm using my right rudder to kind of help keep me turning, but I don't need to turn so quickly. Not yet. Still pretty high. All right, another stage of flaps. We're gonna need help stopping this plane. All right, this is gonna be I think this is gonna be a pretty rough landing, guys. I'm not very confident. This is a tail dragger. I'm not great at tail draggers. And it's a big tail dragger too. All right, so when I do brake, I have to make sure that I pull back on the... All right, a little bit of left rudder. Oh! All right, using the brake, pulling back. I did not realize I was already touching the touching the ground. All right. Whoa. Okay. So let's
Sacramento Executive 1 Juliet Bravo, entering left downwind for 02 for full stop. Sacramento.
Oh no.
And aircraft at Sacramento, you sure that you're going runway 2? Because 20's in use.
You know what happens? My tail wheel is not. It was locked. That's what it was.
I said downwind, right?
Well, I heard you say downwind, but it sounded like you said 02.
Okay, so the question is, where am I right now? Let's see if this matches up with where I think we are. So we're on Juliet.
Executive traffic, Pelican Tree 41 departing runway 20, be straight out to executive traffic.
All right, let's see what's going on here. So we are at Juliet. Looks like we're at Juliet. And ground is still there. So let's get ground on. Hey. All right, ground is 12500. Let's get in 125. And where do we want to? Let's see here. Over at Juliet, so by the control tower, closest hangar. Sacramento Executive Ground, Pilot Club 444 cleared runway, looking for the closest parking.
Okie dokie.
Pilot Club 444, if you're looking to use a restroom, executive ground, you can taxi Juliet Hotel to the terminal.
Juliet Hotel to the terminal, Pilot Club 444. All right, Juliet and then hotel, so we can just go straight. Is what that looks like. Man, what a huge plane. Where am I going to park this huge plane? All right, let's take off our parking brake. We have our tail wheel unlocked. Hotel is right for terminal. Right. Oh, terminal. Gotcha. So that's the control tower. Where's the terminal? Gotcha.
Check up call again.
November 1138, is that the call for vehicle park to the southwest?
Gotcha. I should have gone to the right. Haha.
Number 1138, I don't have to give you anything because there's nothing in my agency to give you, but if you're ready for taxi, I can give you taxi.
Let's see if we can turn this thing around without hitting something.
November 113, executive ground runway 20, taxi by.
So I'm using my brake.
Mike, cross runway 12 at your own risk.
All right, we're gonna hang out.
Everybody have a good night. Happy landings.
You too, boss. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Good one.
All right, let me take a quick picture of the guys that are here. All right, terminal is control tower. Thank you very much. All right, so the terminal is a control tower. So that is where we finally ended up going, which was the control tower. And apparently we've scared off this airplane. and we have all of our flaps up or down. Let me see. You know what? I need to like use some of these pictures, some of these custom views. This is 9. This is 0. Oh, I didn't even do 0. So this is 2 and 3 and 4. That might have been helpful. 4. This is 5 and 6. Yeah, I'm not even. Alright, let's get this thing trimmed back to proper. Flaps, we're going to get this flaps up. I think that's number 5. Yeah, so there goes the flaps at quarter, and there we go, all the way up there. Okay, so let me go ahead and not. Let me go ahead and take a small break. This is just to replenish the drink and use the restroom. I shall be right back. Sacramento Ground Pilot Club 444 would like to step away from the sim for about 5 minutes.
Approved, just requested.
Alright, copy that. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Number 1138, no further AT services available by CTAP 119.5.
That might take, man.
Jonathan.
Nope, you escaped.
Hey, Jonathan.
All right, so I'm back. Hey, fellas, how's it going?
781 Juliet Bravo.
All right, let's take a look and see what. I got so many windows, bro.
Guess he's not listening.
Apparently not. I heard on CTEP that they did something about 1-2.
Oh yeah.
All right, I was looking to see if we still had, if we had any coverage.
Isn't he supposed to land 2-0?
I at least stopped him from landing runway 2. You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank. Hey, Mark, you wanna try to get him to land 2-0, not 1-2?
Who are we talking about?
Jonathan, 781 Juliet Bravo.
At Sacramento Executive?
Yeah, he's on CTEF.
John, this is Sacramento, or this is Pilot Club 444 at Sacramento Executive. I believe it's runway 20 that you should be looking for as the active.
That's ground frequency, try CTEF.
Dagnabbit.
Too late. It's landing. Too late.
That's Sacramento, Mark?
Yeah, this is a Sacramento Executive.
Okay. So I'm landing
Yeah,
up.
you just call it executive on the CTEF.
Oh boy. Glad I was saying ground. Or glad I was talking to ground.
What plane is that?
This is the Curtis C-46 Commando.
I think it's pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. I think it's one of the local legends.
Got that whole, like, bullet shape.
Yeah. All right, so I got to figure out the lighting in here. Let me see here. Did I do the panel? I thought I did the panel lighting. Hold on. Let me see here. I did do the panel lighting. But I think I need more lighting. Hopefully there's more lighting. Let's see here. Beacon. So I got those lights. Those are fine. That's the Master Avionics. Those are primers. That's the battery. Cold start. Floodlights. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I remember.
And one look at the taxi.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. So we have landing lights. Yes. This does not have landing lights. It just has the. It doesn't have taxi lights. It just has the landing lights. All right, so let's take a look at our fuel. I think we have enough fuel. We did okay. We did pretty okay. I think we have enough fuel to make it to our destination. So let's go ahead and continue on with the flight. And let's see if we can get to where we got to get to. All right, so let's get ourselves a little familiar. So once we take off, we eventually want to make our way. So I'm not going to have VORs because I don't know how they work yet. But 182. So we're going to be doing south. So you know what's throwing me off is I keep thinking like this is south when this is south. All right. All right, south departure. Let me see here. Sacramento Executive Ground, Pilot Club 444 Commando. ready to taxi.
Pelican 444, expected ground. Runway 20, taxi via Hotel Alpha Mike.
Runway 20, taxi via Hotel Alpha and Mike. Pilot Club 444. All right, so we are currently over here. So Hotel, Alpha, and then Mike, and then we're eventually going to cross runway 12, but we don't. We'll hold short unless he tells us to cross. All right. All right. So the question is, where are we? I can never really figure it out. Okay. So I'm going to turn off. I'm going to take off the. All right, so my video is active.
444, can you go after the Beechcraft ready 66?
Affirmative. I can hold. So there's a Beechcraft
I think you're big enough to take up Alpha and Bravo.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to here, and then we can start going out that way. So there goes the Beechcraft. So we're gonna keep going. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my video card's acting a little funky.
How many more of you guys left to land at San Carlos?
I know that I'm planning on leaving Sacramento Executive right now, so I think there's about 4 of us still out there.
What was the active runway at?
Copy that. We'll monitor
SQL.
CTAF. Thanks for the service, Pilot Code 444. All right, 119.5. Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Code 444, Commando, crossing runway 12, will continue on Mike, Executive Traffic. Alright, I don't see anybody on here, so hopefully we're okay. We're slowing it down a little bit here. All right, what I am going to try and remember to do this time is to show, I think it's this, the visual controls. Let's see. So this kind of gives you a little bit as to what I'm doing with my rudder pedals and my yoke. Mason, thank you very much for your service. Very, very helpful as I went to go take a whiz and take a small break. Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Code 444, lining up runway 20 for a south departure. Executive Traffic. Kind of all over the place here. I'm just trying to get this together. Can't seem to stay on the taxiway. All right, doing our best. All right, so because I think I need the space, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of hang out right here. All right, let's go ahead and figure some things out. I still have the fuel pump on. Let me see if it actually... Yeah, okay, so fuel pump is still on. Everything's up to the max. We're gonna lock the tail wheel. That would be this bad boy here. You know what, let me see if I... Okay, so I did map it, so there goes the tail wheel is locked. Alright, we should be able to take off. Sacramento Executive Traffic, Pilot Club 444, Commando, taking off runway 20 for southbound departure, Executive Traffic. Alright. And the parking brake is off. Let's go ahead and put it into full. Alright, seems stable. Airspeed's alive already. We're at like 40 knots or 40 miles an hour. Alright, waiting for... Uh-oh. Alright, waiting for the nose to pitch down. This is great. Alright, airspeed's good. And I think we can just do a takeoff. So let's go ahead and take off. Let's go and really take off. All right, so the trick here is to keep this, make this a steady incline rather than the crap that I've been doing. So gear up, we no longer have anything. You know what, I didn't actually do any flaps. I guess I didn't need to. All right, so we've got 100 miles an hour. We're doing about 1,000 feet per minute. I can take off the landing lights. All right, what are we doing here? 222. All right, we're currently hitting 1,000. Just do a couple of things here. All right, what was I supposed to be? I believe I was supposed to be going 183. One eight two.
We'll be able to service 496 over right now. We're at San Carlos.
Yeah, appreciate wherever you guys were able to service. All right, so we got to try and get our way to 1-8. So let me see here. That is on the opposite side. So we need to turn this way. We need to turn to the left in order to go south. All right, so I want to get this thing above.
It didn't look like he bounced hard enough to.
I want to get this thing high enough so that I can at least get to 4,000 and I can kind of save some fuel. So where's the RPM? So let's back up the RPMs a little bit to about 2,500. All right, so I'm having a tough time looking at this heading indicator, so I'm actually looking at the compass more because it's bigger. So I'm gonna try and go south. All right, we're almost at 3,000 feet.
Just got on just a minute ago.
All right, 3,000 feet. So now we're gonna go do some. We're gonna do some auto lean.
It's 726 Dylan.
All right, there we go. We're gonna do some auto lean action. All right, so at this point, I mean, it's getting dark. So I'm kind of flying it at night just for the thrill of it, but I don't think we're going to be doing much VFR navigating. Actually, it's interesting how it looks like I rely on the VORs a lot. Whenever I do get lost, which is quite common. Very common for me to get lost. But since I don't know how the VORs work in this plane, it's kind of a disadvantage right now. You too, boss. Thanks for flying with us. Yeah, agreed. All right, we want to try and keep going south. I keep going southwest. All right, so I'm gonna use this mountain, this little mountain over here, as something to help. Okay, so we're at 5,000, so let's actually chill. We're gonna pull back this manifold pressure 30 inches. Let's pull it back to about 25 inches. All right, so we're hovering around 120 miles an hour, close to 5,400 feet. Kind of trying to figure out how to, let me see here. Let's see if we can get this trimmed. We can get the elevator trimmed so that I'm not fighting with it too much. All right, so my yoke is neutral, and so is the vertical speed indicator, so that's a good thing. So now I can kind of concentrate, so it's going up a little bit, so I'm gonna put that down. All right, I think I'm gonna try and hover this around 20 inches of manifold pressure. Okay, so where are we? I don't know. I got lost. So there is river. There's a lot of river action. So I can imagine that we're like following this spot over here. So we're supposed to go here, but I think we're like more. I think we're probably more over here. So at some point we're coming up to this. This mountain peak might be Mount Diablo. That peak that's right here, that might be Mount Diablo. All right, is there anything I can use to my advantage? Is that an airport? Looks like one. Hard to tell. Hard to tell at night. There is okay. There goes some blue lights in front of us. So there is an airport. Could be this one. Rota Vista. And there's one just south of it. So there's an airport and then there's another one just south. Rota Vista. I don't know. This is a private. It's usually, it doesn't, that looks a lot bigger than a private one. Maybe it's this one? You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Womp womp womp. Ooh, I'm not on CTAF anymore. Let me see here. What airspace should I be in? Let's do 122.8 until I figure out my life. All right, yeah, so I kind of, I'm not really certain as to where we are. Okay, let's try this one. Let's take a look at Linden, 114.8. I'm gonna use 114.8. All right, and I'm curious, I wanna see where this is. So it is, so the arrow is pointing to the middle. The only problem is I don't know where the heading is. So do I need to get this? I probably need to get this in sync with what I'm doing. So this is 180 roughly. So, I mean, it's to the west. If anything, it's definitely telling us that it's to the west. Looking at my center fuel over here, we seem to be doing okay. Yeah, well, that is right. Kind of made it dim. I think I made it dim for a reason. All right, so I mean, it's kind of acting like an NDB, a non-directional beacon. So it is just pointing wherever the middle is. It's not me trying to figure out certain radials to fly on. A lot of red over there. That is interesting. Why is that like that? Ooh, is that a military place? Is that a place I shouldn't be going to? Alright, where's that bridge? Where's that Antioch bridge? All right, so I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take a guess. Oh wait, I think I'm lost. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna take a guess that I'm lost, but I'm gonna take a guess that I'm at Mount Diablo. This is Mount Diablo in front of me. All right, so is Center online right now? There's Seattle Center. There's SQL Ground. Ooh, SQL Ground. Alright, so we don't have any center per se, which is fine. Let's give SQL Ground some love. Who's in there? Mason, it's you again. Mason, you are the ground. You're the you put the ground in Groundhog Day. Okay, damn it, got lost. Okay, there we are. There goes Mount. Okay, so what I need to do then is really just focus on VORs that are in front of me. Like here is one. All right, let's focus on this one. So this is San Jose, 114.1, 114.1. Let's try that one. Let's see if that works. All right, so it is to my 11. It's to my 11 o'clock. All right, is that where I want to go? My 11 o'clock, that means that I am more in here than I thought I was. So let's, if I turn left, that should be good. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Yep.
Ground's not online now, but was there someone that taxied into the ramp without calling ground?
Yeah, that was me. I realized that afterwards.
All right, I'm going to assume that this is Antioch Bridge. And if I'm assuming that this is the Mount Diablo, this is the bridge, so we are, for some odd reason, on point. Not sure how that happened. Okay, so that means that we are headed to the reservoir, which is 162. Alright, which means we're headed left to that red zone over there that looks really scary.
Alright. Mark, thanks for putting together another fight.
You, sir, are welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Fighting upset ground. I got taxied to the ramp, but talking to him, I forgot his name.
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He was even sitting here watching the stream. He didn't say anything about it.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time.
All right, Nick. Enjoy your night.
See you next.
All right, so we're trying to stick to that. We're trying to stick to 160. I am. Do you guys know what that red? There's a lot of red lights coming from over here. I don't know what that means. I like it. I'm gonna fly towards it. Is that the red light district? Oh. more about the instrument. You know, talking to, oh, I don't remember the guy's name. I got to take a look at the screenshots, but I don't think I put a panel, I don't put a section in there about the instruments. That actually might be good. Oh darn. Okay, looks like I got to get to work and make this thing better. All right, so there is an airport. Let me see here. It could be this one, Byron. It might be. Let me see if I can find the. There, no. This looks like the reservoir that I was trying to get to. All right, yeah. So that is Byron. So let's go ahead and fly our way to the reservoir that we're trying to get to, and then to Livermore. Livermore. All right, there goes the reservoir. We're doing good. I'm trying to figure out how I can get more speed out of this plane. I guess I'd be dumping more fuel. Right now I seem to be doing good on the fuel. I like it. We're averaging about 100 and we'll say 125 miles an hour. What does that look like? Let's see here. Excuse me. MPH 2 knots. Uh-oh. Uh, 108 knots? What? We are flying like a Cessna. This is terrible. No wonder why it's taking us forever. What is my... Oh, I didn't do it. Diagnam it. Let me see if I can... set. I think it's set. KMEV, KSQL, TPC444. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. For anyone that was following along. All right, so there is... Look at that. What is going on there? I am intrigued. All right, let's go ahead and let me see if we can get some more power out of this thing here. Put some more power so that nose wants to climb. All right, so let me see. What are we doing here? This. Nope. Hey, where'd you go? Where's my map? All right, so we're working our way to Liverpool, Livermore. So that's 194. Oh. All right, this is wild. It is something that is very simple, but I don't know why it's red, and I like it. We're gonna need to look into that. All right, so we're working our way to Livermore and LKV, which is Livermore Municipal. Let me see if we can anticipate where it could be. It shouldn't be too far off, so it should be over here. So I believe this is Livermore. Livermore traffic, Pilot Club 444, Commando, about, we'll say maybe 15 miles north east of the airport. We're currently at 6,500, headed southwest. Livermore traffic. All right, if you have to find the airport, I do see a blinking green, which is, that's a plane. So the question is, okay, his green is on his right. Red, okay, is that a beacon or an airplane? Hard to say. All right, where's this Livermore? I'm not finding it. I'm wondering if I'm even at the right place. Oh my goodness. This place is terrible at night. Okay, I'm changing the daytime. There we go. Oh my gosh. So bright. Oh, no, I thought that was Livermore. Is that Livermore? Yeah, that's Livermore. Huh, there was like no lights. Alright, so there is a huge... Alright, so now we're picking up speed. We're doing about 140 knots. Sacrificing fuel. Look at this thing here. This fuel is already a lot lower than I wanted. All right, so we're passing Livermore, hopefully, roughly, maybe. Where is it? There it is over there, right underneath us. So 225. All right, we're gonna go shoot 113.9. 113. All right, we're gonna get back onto we're on Unicom. All right, we should be heading in 225. All right, we are coming with the class Bravo, so 3,000. So here's 8,000, 4,000. The X Jedi Dad X. Sir, how are you doing, my guy? Good to see you. So for those of you that may not know Jedi Dad, yeah, Jedi Dad, he is a member, or I met him at Dad's Hideout. Ooh, we used to hang out a lot with Dad's Hideout. Very, very good group. I actually haven't visited them in a while, but they served a really good purpose. We used to play a lot of Xbox games, a lot of games together. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing good. I'm over here flying the, this is the Curtis, well, my thing's acting funny. My video card's acting funny right now. But this is the Curtis C46 Commando. This is a nice vintage aircraft. We are flying in San Francisco Bravo airspace right now, so I really should start getting lower than what I'm doing right now. How are you doing, guy? Are you still playing some tabletop role playing? I haven't gotten back into it. I want to. I definitely want to, but right now aviation has taken over my life and this is all I do now. Which is, I mean, I'm very happy. But I haven't played an Xbox game in a minute. Saw you were streaming from the Discord server. Got it. Nice. Yeah, I should really pop in once in a while. All right, so I think I'm super duper high. I'm 8,000 feet, and let's pull back on our manifold pressure, and that should start dipping our nose. And we're gonna need to be under 8,000. Then we're gonna need to drop to under 4,000 and under 3,000. So we should aim for like 3,000. Hey, Dylan, how's it going, buddy boy? I don't do much role playing for tabletop. I'm more of a board game type. Board games are pretty cool. I've been doing a couple board game game nights at work. We have some office space, so about once a month we do some board games there. Very, very good time. All right, so at this point I'm kind of winging it, which is unfortunately what I tend to do. So right now, okay, we're only going 500 feet per minute. Let's try and get this thing down at 1,000 feet per minute. We need to really drop some altitude. Actually, I'm probably gonna do some circles. Let's do some circles and get to, so that we don't progress further than what we need to, and let's try and drop some of this altitude. Nice. We get together with some friends in a town for a few times a month and play Catan. Quacks of Kindlingberg. I am not aware of that one, but I am aware of Catan. Catan is pretty dope. All right, looks like I'm climbing. I'm supposed to be doing the opposite. All right. Pulling back a little bit. We're at 2,000 feet per minute. 1,000 feet is decent for people. And we're back to climbing. What in the world? All right, we're at 6,000 feet. All right, so I think what I need to do is probably just fly a little slower. All right, so we're at 6,000 feet. I think I'm satisfied with that, but we're gonna go ahead and keep trying to get lower. We want to get to 3,000. So we're at 1,000. We're doing 1,000 feet per minute. All right, we're back to seeing that bay. So we're going to straighten up a little bit, and then we're going to keep hopefully descending at a decent altitude. We're going to check our charts and see where we might be. All right, so I'm thinking this is the bay that we're at right now. So we're very close to where we need to be. All right, now the funny thing is I am super duper off. So here is the center of this VOR over here. Our destination is to the right of it. So here is ours. So our destination should be somewhere over there. And I've landed at the wrong airport before. Because there are a lot of airports in this space. Quacks is fun and easy to learn. You should look into it. All right, that's it. I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, you're still flying. I'm up on SQL. Yes, sir. That's where I'm. Dream. Hey. Hold on now. Let me see if what this guy is saying is true. Let's check out VAT Spy. We've got tower. VAT is there. All right, Giovanni. Let's go ahead and screenshot that guy. Get this guy some love here. All right. No pressure. Okay. All right. So we should probably start thinking about how we're going to talk to him. So he is, let me see here, tower 119.0, but actually let's check, VPilot. VPilot is 119.0. All right, so let's go ahead and get that queued up, and we'll need to talk to him soon. 119.0. Oh. All right, we are at 3,500. I'm very happy with that. All right, let's go ahead and get help from our tower. Not sure if they can actually do this. So let's see here. San Carlos Tower. This is Pilot Club 444 Commando. About maybe about 20 miles northeast of the airport. Is it possible for you to vector me in?
Pilot Club 444, San Carlos Tower, hello. The San Carlos altimeter 2984, and it looks like you're heading straight for the airport. Say altitude?
Currently 3,000 feet.
Pilot Club 444, roger. Enter the right base for runway 30.
Right base, runway 30, Pilot Club 444. All right, so 30. So we don't have a heading indicator, so we're just gonna have to remember 30, and we're gonna be making right turns. And just do it. How dare you? All right, right base 30. So 30, we're gonna be making right turns.
Pilot Club 444, report cement plans and verify information from Delta.
We'll report when I'm at the plant with information Delta. Pilot Club 444. All right, information Delta. That means he wants us to take a look at the weather. Let's see. There goes the ATIS with information Delta. Winds are 280 at 12 knots, so we're gonna have to be a little careful. Visual approach is runway 30 and 2984, so we got 10-mile visibility. All right, so I hear another plane. And my video card is acting crazy. There you go. There goes that other plane right on top of me. All right, so we're doing right base. Okay, right base. Did he say right base? Do you have a compass? Well, kind of. Hey, what's up, man? I do have a compass. We are headed west right now, 240. Tree 0 is the runway, the plant. All right, so he wants us to take a look at the plant. Now, the question is, can I see the plant? All right, we are 2,000 feet. Let's kind of head up.
Pilot Club 444. Pattern altitude is 800 feet for your information.
Pattern altitude is 800 feet. Copy that. Pilot Club 444. Tower, Pilot Club 444. Not sure that I'm going to be able to see the cement factory.
Pilot Club 44, the cement plant should be off your left window. You're coming across it pretty shortly.
All right, copy that. Thank you for that. All right, out on my left-hand side. Now we are coming up. I don't even think I see it anymore. The pattern altitude is 800.
Polycon 444, runway 30, clear to land number 1.
Runway 30, clear to land. Pilot Club 444. Now that right there looks like the airport. I need to slow down. Oh no. What's up? We got a raid going on here as I'm trying to get this thing here. All right, hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and get my life together. So the video card's acting funky. Everything's acting funky. We're gonna do, so this one's gonna be a pretty, oh boy, this one's gonna be pretty harsh. Hey man, Digi Driver, it is the old Digi Man. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the raid, good to see you. So we are flying the, let me get a couple, actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking to you guys. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go ahead and try and set up for this very short, nope, you know what? Let's do a go around. Tower, we're gonna go ahead and do a go around. I didn't establish very well.
Polycon 44, roger. On the go, make right close traffic.
Right close traffic, Pilot Club 444. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try this again. Let me see here. What did I put I've got all the flaps out. Let's go ahead and just put a couple of them. There we go. All right. Okay, so video card's acting all funky. Digi Driver's in the house with a raid. How's it going? So we've got this bad boy here, the Curtis. Looking real bad. The Curtis C-46. We're gonna go ahead and do some right patterns and get established. So first things first is we need to get back.
444, continue upwind until you reach the diamond shaped waterway off your right.
I will continue upwind until I reach the waterway on my right. Pilot Club 444. All right, so there is a.
Pilot Club 444, it's the diamond-shaped waterway. It looks like you're just coming across it there, so you can turn crosswind at your discretion.
Copy that. We'll turn crosswind. Diamond-shaped waterway is visible. Pilot Club 444. All right. All right, so I need to get down to 800 feet pattern altitude, which I am climbing instead of going down again. So I found that this airplane is a little hard to manage at low altitudes, or maybe just hard for me to manage, period. I need to get down to 800. So everything was okay. The video card stuff was fine until I landed at one spot and left. I came back and then it started doing this. Crazy. So I'm gonna just do some right patterns, try and give myself the appropriate amount of spacing. Still not doing the proper pattern altitude. All right, you know what? You know what, guys? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop talking. Because I think I'm going to end up doing the exact same thing.
Runway 30, clear to land, number 1.
Runway 30, clear to land, Pilot Club 444. All right, come on, get down there. We're at 900 feet. We need to get to 800 feet. All right, so we're at 500 feet per minute. Let's get down to about 1,000, but usually 500 feet per minute is a good spot. So let's try and see if we can do this. All right, there is 500 feet per minute. I'm going to use the water as an indicator here. All right, we're also doing 100 miles per hour, so let's try and keep an eye on that as well. All right, stop. Truth be told, I see the beacon, but I don't know where the runway is. I'm just gonna have to guess. Where that runway is. But this should be plenty of space. All right, so let's keep trying to get down to the appropriate altitude. And I will catch up with the chat as soon as I touch this plane down. So if you guys want to play along here, we've got predict and some very low number that you think I'll do. So I do have the runway in sight. Trying to maintain that 100 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and get one more flap down. This is I want to say this is not ideal. So I do like that the river is there. Oh man, I lost the airport again. Okay, there it is. There's the runway. So because my screen keeps doing this, I'm gonna say that this is probably what it's like to fly drunk. So everyone, don't drink and fly. Take it from me. Tabletop Android, your friendly neighborhood aviation enthusiast. All right. I think we're coming in. All right, I see the runway. We're going to use a little bit of our right rudder. Try and get that the tail spun around some. All right, let's do one more stage of flaps. I believe that the gear is down. Oh, you know what? This runway doesn't look very long. So we're really going to have to butter this landing, guys. And I've already Alright, so we're gonna hold it back. I'm still not used to it being so high up. This thing is so high. Alright, okay, I think we got it. Alright, we are going to unlock our tail wheel. And let's get this thing off of the runway. Alright, we can...
taxi to the end of the runway. And turn right and back to the GA on Mike.
Taxiing to the end of the runway, turning right, parking in GA ramp. Thank you very much for your service and your patience. Pilot Club 444. All right, let me see. Can I get a good view from up here? So right at the end. Why did my plane turn off? Did I run out of fuel? I think I did. Let's get back. My plane ran out of fuel, guys. How do we start this thing? The magnetos? Nope, that's the magnetos off. Well, how embarrassing. Look at this. San Carlos Tower. My plane apparently turned off. I'm gonna go ahead and need some emergency services to pull it off of the runway. Roger. Yeah, we'll send somebody else at the tow truck. All right, copy that. Thanks a lot. You guys are the best. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of slew the plane off of the runway. Uh-oh. Hopefully not into the cars. All right, there we go. All right, donezo. Let me go ahead and put on the parking brake. Oh my goodness gracious, that was something. Superb. All right, Dizzy Driver, and then we had Airwalker. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Let me see here. I did land with a 165, so that's actually not bad because I've been doing 300 prior. It was not looking good. Dream was trying to be nice. What was Dream's prediction? Was it predict the Raider 310, 210? You guys are trying to be nice. Yeah, salute. Yeah. We get out and push. Right, so it ran out of gas. So let me actually see about this. Hold on. I meant staying on the oh you're letting me stay on the runway? So nice. Okay, so let me take a look at, I think it's view number 4. No, I got fuel, so I think yeah, what happened? The fuel, I don't know. I don't know what happened actually. That is interesting. And then this screen is absolutely terrifying or annoying. So those are the flaps. That's the parking brake. Landing gears down. None of this was an issue. The fuel pumps were on. Yeah, so you know what? I am uncertain why it did what it did. I don't know. Did it just stall? Probably. I think I had the throttle, because I think I did put the throttle out too much. I was concerned. You know what? Yeah, the throttles were closed. I probably should have had them at 1/4, but I think I had them closed. So yeah, it looks like that. All right, guys. So you know what? Don't close your throttle. All right, so we did it, guys. We made it to San Carlos, and Dream was there to help us in. Appreciate you getting us in safe, because I don't know how to work the VORs. So I'm gonna spend some time offline and figure out how to work the VORs, because I use them a lot when I am flying Slant Alpha. This is the old what is this called? Autopilot. This is like their version of an autopilot, and we only have one comm and one nav. So this is a very interesting plane. All right, okay. So did you appreciate the raid? I love it. Dream, appreciate the support. Andrew Friable Logic is the best moderator for this group, and for all the guys that are in here chatting it up. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's go ahead. So some of you, since you guys just came in, may or may not know the reason why I'm flying this plane is because I finally finished my first draft of a checklist, a aircraft guide for this particular plane. I've been working on it on and off, and then I finally had the gall to finish it. So got something released. I'm looking for feedback, because I want to make this better. I think if you type Go Commando, you can go ahead and get yourself a free copy of this PDF. It's about 30, I think it's like 36 pages. And with the more stuff that I need to put in there, it's probably going to get bigger. So I want to do stuff like this on a regular basis, doing more aircraft guides, putting more love, more energy into it, and hopefully making it something good for the community. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep this party going. I'm finished streaming, but let's see who else is out there. So Boozy, 48 minutes. So he's just starting his. Let me see who else is out there. If no one else, we're gonna hang out with Boozy. All right, I think we're gonna hang out with Boozy. So I am. Let me see here. me go ahead and do this. So I am Tabletop Android, your friendly neighborhood aviation enthusiast. I stream every Tuesday. I hang out with the Pilot Club for the most part. I'm always online with them. I'm doing some scenery development, some other stuff, some other products for the flight sim community. Trying to figure out, just like Digi, I'm trying to figure out how to make this a full-time job. I love aviation, and flight simming has been my gateway into this obsession. So thank you everyone for coming out, hanging out. Jedi, very good to see you, my friend. You guys take this party to Boozy, show him some love, and I'll see you guys online. Bye bye.